why am I compromising myself for somebody else's comfort, especially when they're entering into my space? Your non-negotiables, and you compromise that and get the bare minimum, you're doing yourself as a woman a disservice. Because
is it how you move, how you smile, how you captivate everything, how that body move, pretty eyes, got it all, you killing the scene. I want you to be my...
Greetings, my amazing A-listers, and welcome to another beautiful day with A. I am so grateful to be here, and I trust that you all are well. If you're not, I'm sending you all the good vibes. For those of you who are new, my name is A, and I'm your favorite mindset and meditation coach. Here at Experience A-List, I help women reclaim their self-worth by putting themselves first, by creating self-fulfilling routines through meditation and accountability sessions. A-List is a list of alchemizing women of the highest order of divinity, excellence, and admirable eminence. We make it happen. We don't make excuses. So today's topic is going to be about making better choices as a woman. And this topic came up in the past week because I've been reflecting on my life and my womanhood. For a long time, I really used to feel like a child. Even after having a child, I'm 28. A lot of times, I would underestimate myself. I would sell myself short, just like bare minimum, not really embodying my womanhood. And so I've learned over the recent years, the recent months, the recent weeks about what it really means and what it takes to be a woman and making better choices for myself, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, romantically, all those types of things. So let's dive right into it. So our first point is going to be not overly compromising. And what I mean about that is, if you know that you are worth more, if you know that you're capable of bringing more to the table, whether that's in business relationships, romantic relationships, and even family dynamics, do not over compromise your boundaries, your standards, and your morals. At the end of the day, you're going to sleep with those thoughts, with those feelings, and the consequences of those actions. For example, for me, I do not like wearing shoes in my house. I don't like sitting on my bed with outside clothes. I just took a shower, so yeah, this is not outside clothes yet, but I don't like, there's just certain things that I do not want to compromise for my own peace of mind. Because if I allow somebody to come into my house, into my room, into my space, and they're tracking up dirt from outside, it's going to irritate me. And then I have to overly clean. I'm an OCD type of person, but I feel like that is just going to mess up my feng shui of my home. And why am I compromising myself for somebody else's comfort, especially when they're entering into my space? And that's just one example, but as far as like the things in your life and the people that you encounter, do not overly compromise the things that you've created or cultivated for yourself to keep you at peace, to keep you at bay. Not saying that you have to be selfish, but learning to stick to your standards, stick to your boundaries, and you'll realize that people will respect you more when you stand on that. Stand on business, okay? As a woman, do not let people walk over you and make you feel less than. Don't make yourself uncomfortable for other people's comfort. Overly doing that, you know, like, yes, there's certain situations where it's kind of like time and place, like, okay, maybe I don't need to be voicing my opinion in this setting right now or say certain things, but when it comes to you and those core values, please hold yourself at a higher regard. Respect yourself, respect your boundaries, respect your morals. This also kind of ties in, y'all know I love to say this, stop accepting the bare minimum. And I'm going to say this more so in intimate partnerships, because I feel like if you know that you want a certain type of partner and the qualities and traits, like your non-negotiables, and you compromise that and get the bare minimum, you're doing yourself as a woman a disservice, because all that is going to build up in the future, and then you're going to have resentment towards the person that you're with. So do not compromise and accept the bare minimum when it comes to your values and what you seek in a person and how you want to be. And also be a reflection of that, but that goes without saying. Moreover, our next point is going to be taking your health seriously. Like, this is just so important. And a lot of times in our youth, we will feel like, oh, we have the energy, oh, we can bounce back, oh, our body can tolerate that. The older that you get, the harder it is to maintain that metabolism, to maintain that clear skin, you know, and even your insides. Like, our bodies go through so many transitions, especially for those women who have had children. Your body is not the same as before you had children or when you were like 15. And I've noticed that, thank God for me, that I do keep myself active, but I do know that I have to keep up a bit more. Like, I can't just carelessly like not clean my face, or, you know what I mean, like brush my teeth at nighttime and making that a routine. Like, that goes in with your health, and that reflects out into where you go in the world and who you present yourself to, especially when you're doing business. Like, people, they don't want to see somebody who looks busted, crusty, and just ick. You know, like, you really need to take care of yourself, take care of your skin, take care of your hygiene, take care of your hair, and also take yourself seriously. That's another point, because if you don't take yourself seriously, if you don't set those standards and those core moral values, and it doesn't show in your work and how you present yourself to the world, don't expect anybody else to do it for you. I know for me, I used to be very like not photogenic, not really doing more than the basics of what I know I could have. And I feel like that's another reason why I did not feel like a woman in my early 20s. I just felt like kind of childish, because it's just like, okay, I could just, you know, just do these little things. And I was just too much in my external, and I wasn't really focusing on my internal. And I then noticed I was having some health issues that I wasn't paying attention to, because I was not taking care of my body. I wasn't eating the proper foods. I was just eating, being gluttonous, not even taking care of my skin. I don't really have bad skin, and I never really did, but I feel like keeping up and making sure like I'm not overly touching my face, and, you know, washing my hands, and just keeping myself clean. And not that I was a dirty person, but just like, you know, women hygiene is very, very important. And our last point is to take time to put effort into your looks and invest into quality items and pieces. So I know nowadays we have Shein, we have Temu, we have these fast fashion type of stores and online boutiques, which I don't think there's anything completely wrong with it, but I feel like as a woman and as you get older, you should get to a point where you invest into quality pieces, where you don't have to continuously buy the same thing over and over. And that could be used in different things. So for me, I actually recently cleared out my closet because I'm getting ready to enhance my wardrobe. And even with like, not even just a wardrobe, but also skincare products as well. And not just like letting things just fall to the wayside and be like, oh, I could just get another. Like, no, as a woman, the quality of how you present yourself with your clothes, and even with the things that you put on your body, with your skin, it definitely shows. And if you continuously invest in cheap items, it's going to show in your appearance. You're going to look cheap. The things that you have and you carry around you are going to be cheap. It's going to be obvious. And people, that goes back into people actually taking you serious. And I'm not saying you need to break the bank, but you know what quality is, and putting effort into your look, because how you present yourself, those first impressions, and especially if you're someone who takes yourself seriously, who has a brand, who is a content creator, who has a business, and who is in, maybe even in the corporate world, like, you want to make sure that you present yourself at a higher level, because you never know who your next client is going to be. You never know who your next business partner is going to be. You just never know what opportunities you're going to achieve when you step outside the door, when you put yourself on the camera. Like, you just never know. And I feel like those are our key things as a woman that we need to be mindful of and keep ourselves accountable. So with that being said, I really hope this video helped you all, and that you all will use these tips to add value to your life and into your womanhood. And let me know your thoughts below. Make sure you subscribe and follow me on all platforms at Experience A-List, and I'll catch you in my next one. Ciao.